Okay, so those of you that follow us on Instagram at the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla have seen that we picked one of our celery stalks, and this is the celery that we got from it. And I think the biggest one's like that, normal size from the store. And it's delicious. Very, very aromatic. And these are the leaves and stalks that we didn't use in the main stalks, and we just dehydrated them. Now we're going to put this with the smoked salt that JT over at Drayson's Forge sent us. The smoked salt. And this is the moonshine smoked salt that he did with corn cobs. And we're going to grind this up in a processor and a little salt and all the celery leaves, and we're going to make our own little bit of celery salt. So we're going to use the entire plant, not waste anything. Now you guys see these hole punchers right here? Good way to keep your cherry tomatoes for a long time. I showed you how to cut holes. You can also punch holes, and that little bit of air going through there will help these from rotting. At the end of the season, I had a bag of these last year, and I think I probably bought them in October, and they were still in a bag, and most of them were still good sometime in February. So, lasts quite a while that way. Poke some holes in your bag. We're going to process this up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, as you can see, we put about 5 large pinches. I'm going to put a 6 in there. It's okay if it's a little salty because this is going to be a celery salt. So we packed all of our dried celery in there. Just going to process it up with the salt. Oh, I gotta plug it in. Take a few of those bigger stems out that isn't breaking up. Ooh, that smells like celery. A little bit more salt. I'm not seeing salt granules in there, and you can do this to your taste. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Alright, now we're just going to take this and add it to a sifter. Over this, you can do a flexible cutting board or piece of paper. And just sift this out so that you don't have any big stuff in there. Okay, so we still have some salt left, and we still have some celery stalks there that have dried out and are hard. And we're going to put that back through the processor. Okay, looks like I got most of the salt. A little bit there. And there's a few stems or stalks left. They're really hard because they've been dehydrated. I don't think the processors are going to get it. We could take this to a portal and pestle and mortar. What is it? Mortar. The crusher, mortar and pestle, and crush this up. Or just toss it in the rubbish. Okay, now we're going to pick this up and we're going to make like a funnel out of it and get it in our jar that we're going to store it in. Which is why you wanted a flexible cutting board or whatever. So that's one plant's leaves and stems. About a half a jar of celery salt. So we can add this to dishes and anything we want a little extra celery flavor to. We can even add it to our spice blends. And this should last, since it's got salt and is dried, should last almost indefinitely. Forget to label everything you can and preserve, because you can easily get it mixed up.